Are you ready for Week 6 fantasy football projections by Cozy? Layla, fantasy football, Layla, fantasy football, Layla. Ah! Shane versus Daniel. This one could be an interesting matchup, simply because Daniel's team is what appears to be overly inflated when it comes to projections. Unfortunately, he has pretty much every easy matchup possible, and Shane does not. Granted, Daniel's team has actually been doing pretty well lately. I really don't see how Shane wins this one. So unfortunately, my prediction is that Daniel will win. Now, I know we have fun in these videos, but in a serious matter, tragedy occurred this week. Adrian Peterson's son died. I think we all will be rooting for him today. Personally, I hope he goes out and breaks the NFL rushing record. Having said that, Daniel, I hope every other person on your team sucks today and you find a way to lose.
The lights go out in a cookie-cutter house. Just beyond the iron gate is where I wait. I don't know the words here, but I'll keep singing. Dennis the Bird is singing this song just for me. Lights go out in your cookie-cutter house. Just beyond the iron gate is where I wait.
Now on to the matchup that we thought should have been a matchup of the undefeateds a few weeks ago between Jim and myself. Unfortunately, Jim had to lose twice, and Daniel had to get lucky last week. But as you see, it's a pretty close matchup. I think Jim maybe has a slight edge, and at this moment, I actually don't have Calvin Johnson in my lineup. The problem is, even if Calvin Johnson does play, he goes up against Joe Hayden. This year, #1 receivers against the Browns have only caught 20 passes for 213 yards. Joe Hayden has yet to allow a touchdown. My alternative is Reggie Wayne going against the Chargers, who have allowed 40 receptions for 635 yards and 4 touchdowns to #1 receivers of the opposing team.
This is a tough decision. So much to think about. This is hard. I am in a pickle.
As of this point, I don't think I'm going to start Calvin Johnson, even if he plays. I'm going to give the edge to Jim, which, going by tradition, means that I will end up winning. So Jim wins by 2 points. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost donuts in my mouth. Maple bacon.
Marius versus Dan Medic.
Now, Marius, you have to be the only Peyton Manning fantasy football owner out there that can't seem to find a way to win a game. Looking at the rest of your roster, it's been a complete disappointment. If you don't win this week, you should probably quit. Medic, you have arguably the best receivers core in this league. I do see that you're starting Josh Gordon over Deshaun Jackson this week. Not sure if that's a good idea or not, but I hope you prove me wrong. I'm going to give the edge to Marius. Lick a butt!
Hingle McCringleberry, Penn State University. The Gloucester Duncanchud, University of Wisconsin.
Swartherton L. Gooding Splat, Saskatchewan University.
Tim versus Sean. Now, Tim, you grabbed Alshon Jeffrey this week. Great pickup. Unfortunately, did not do too well for you on Thursday. It did allow me to pick up Jay Cutler, which worked out pretty well for me. Gave you a little bit of a slow start. According to projections as of this moment, you're actually projected to lose. I have to agree with that. Looking at Sean's matchups, A.J. Green has a pretty favorable one today. I think DeMarco Murray could have a pretty big day. So I'm going to give Sean the win on this one.